This is something crazy to write down, guys. In 3 days without food, people turn into cannibals. You're 3 days away from cannibalism. Nowadays, it's a shitty country. Because if you work at McDonald's, you can't even afford to rent an apartment anymore. You guys understand how that got a lot worse? The people in America lost 90% of their purchasing power. Write that down. 90% was lost. And that's why they want to take the guns. It's not about safety or schools. It's because if the people are poor and they can't buy bread, you're going to have this happen. This is the Russian Revolution. And what happened in the Russian Revolution was Russia lost a war. They lost World War I. The army came home. The people were in the streets starving. And the Tsar said to the army, he said, kill the people. And the military said, no, those are our people. And they sent, I think it was 8 assassins to kill his family of 8. Like they sent 1 assassin per person. The military took over the country and you had 80 years of communism. One of the worst times in history. Over 20 million people were murdered by the government. One of the worst times in history. Here's the French Revolution. Same thing happened. The people were so poor they couldn't buy bread. Write that down. People were so poor they couldn't buy bread. That's when they revolt. And in the United States right now, if people get so poor they can't buy bread and there's 300 million guns and 300 million people, what's going to happen? It's going to, it'll be Hurricane Katrina, bro. Where people got out machine guns and started shooting each other and all sorts of crazy stuff. And then everyone's on opioids too. Everyone's on drugs, and they have guns, and they're hungry. This is something crazy to write down, guys. In 3 days without food, people turn into cannibals. You're 3 days away from cannibalism. You're laughing because that's crazy. Now guys, how long can you survive without food? You can survive to your 2% body fat. So some of you motherfuckers in this room can fast for like 2 years. You're so fat. In fact, you're fucking fat, son. Okay? But look, that's cool. You can fast for like 2 years. I have a friend, Lauren Lockman, who runs a fasting center, and he's actually fasted like 350-pound ladies for like a year. And they'll just sit there and their body will eat their 350 pounds of fat. No medical problems, no nothing. In fact, they get very healthy. So you can fast to your 2% body fat. Write that down. I did a 40-day water fast last winter, and I finished at 15% body fat, perfect body fat at the end. And that was 40 days, no food. I could have kept going too. It's all mental, dude. It's all mental. So if you have water, you can. I think it's like 3 days without water, you can survive, and you can go to your 2% body fat without problems. When you see the death camp Auschwitz Jews who are like skeletons, those guys are the 2% body fat guys. Those guys are dying. But until you get to 2%, you're fine.